So SSL certificates are how your web browser verifies that when you go to google.com, you're going to google.com and not whatever somebody who has intercepted your network traffic is pretending google.com is. Now, one of the ways that they are kept secure is that they have an expiration and forcing you to renew them and thus reprove that you control the website that you claim you do every certain amount of years or days. Previously, this used to be in the order of, I think the limit was either 3 or 5 years or so. Then a couple of years back, not actually too long ago, it brought down to a year, which was interesting because a lot of the times, because historically, the certificate renewal process was a rather drawn out one, requiring a lot of manual effort.
Oh.
Yes, and also costing a lot of money. And so you'd want to get one that's valid for as long as possible.
Yeah.
However, that all changed when it was proved that automating generating renewing certificates was not just possible, but doable at scale and better.
Okay.
And the other problem the whole ecosystem has is that once a certificate is issued, it is possible to revoke it, as in to say it should not have been issued if, for instance, the authority finds out that it was revoked under it was issued under false pretenses, or there's some technical deficiency whether that makes it insecure. However, checking if a certificate is revoked for reasons that I don't really have time to go into is basically impossible. Or rather, there are two mechanisms of how to do it, and both of them are fundamentally broken to the point that Chrome doesn't even bother.
I see the issue.
So, if you can't do that, then what can you do? Well, you can reduce the lifetime of the certificate so that if one is misissued, then it's valid for a lot less time.
Yeah, it's not going to be an issue for 5 years.
It's only going to be, which is why it got reduced to 1 year, I think a couple of years back, the maximum. And it's now being reduced more and more and more until by 2029, the maximum lifetime of one will be just over a month. The problem is that on all the various systems that have no internet connection, like entirely air-gap networks, unless you can't use one of the automated methods of proving that you control the site because the site is not exposed to the internet, but it still need a certificate because some browser features only work in what are called secure contexts.
Oh.
The solution to that is you roll your own.
The only reason this is going to become a pain for me, specifically me, is because URI servers currently aren't able to do auto SSL renewal, so we have to do it manually each time it runs out.
Well, you got 4 years to figure it out.
They've got 4 years to figure it out. I won't be there in 4 years.
They don't, because the maximum duration is going to be stair-stepped down until 2029. So it'll go down from a year to, I don't know if I have the actual...
Is it not already at like 6 months?
I think it's still at a year.
Oh, is that the maximum? I know...
Yes, issuers have the freedom to issue shorter ones. For example, Let's Encrypt issues ones that are only valid for 3 months.
That's it. Yeah,
Yes.
Let's Encrypt is the one.
But no, what
use.
is happening is that the maximum of any certificate that could conceivably be valid will be reduced, and browsers will simply refuse to accept ones that are valid for longer than by the end of this.
47 days.
Yes.
That seems such an arbitrary
Well, no,
number.
there's reasoning for it. I'm trying to...
Is it like the max integer of something or something?
No, it's closer. It's more like a month plus some amount of margin to get it replaced. I'm trying to
Okay.
find the exact reasoning here, but I fear
17
I won't
days
have
of
it.
margin?
I'd have expected it to be at least either, 30 days or like a multiple of 7. So it's,
Well,
X
for
amount of
example,
weeks.
currently the maximum is not a year, it's 398 days. The reason it is 398 days, not 365 days, is because that is 13 months rather than 12.
Okay.
So your certificate is valid for a year, and then you have a month buffer to renew it, in case you forget to do it at exactly a year.
Okay, yeah, that makes sense.
And also because things like leap years, leap seconds exist, so they're effectively not quite rounding up, but effectively rounding up just a bit.
Okay, just
So
giving
there's a bit
that
of buffer.
bit of extra margin.
Yes, because, for instance, leap years exist.
Fair enough.
And so a certificate that would be valid for 365 days would be valid for just shy of a year in a leap year.
Okay, but
That makes sense.
a leap year is an extra day, not an extra month.
Yeah, but then you have that extra month as a buffer for, in case you couldn't renew it in exactly a month.
Yeah.
In
I can just
exactly a
imagine
year.
some company used to renew all their SSL certificates in January. Now they're doing it in like June because over the years they've just drifted slightly by waiting an extra month.
The idea is that you'd always renew it in January, but then if you can't get it renewed in January, then you can renew it in February.
Yeah.
Okay.
If like the one person whose job it was to renew it was on holiday in January. Although having said that, you should be using automation to not have that problem in the first place.
Yeah.
But
Oh,
if the
well.
automation breaks, then you have a month to fix it.